Awesome. Good morning. So before I start my remarks, I just want to, Shatik, Atul, where are you? Okay, so please, guys, I need a round of applause for these guys. They rock my world. So I was watching the class, the smooth, the confidence, the nuggets of brilliance, and I thought to myself, why do I wake up depressed every morning when this is our future? And at the end of the day, when I think about why I so care about all of you and NAF is if there is anything we can do to create more of that, we will change this world in ways that will have lasting impact and lift up all young people, which is why we're all in this business, right? Right? So it is that magic combination between young people, what's possible, and this connection between educators who care, employers who understand to bring reality to the content in a way that brings that learning to life, inspires, directs, and connects young people to a future of opportunity that I know drives us every single day. But I have to also acknowledge a couple things. We are all getting older. I feel it. You feel it? We're all getting older. And when I came to NAF, we were hitting on a lot of cylinders, and we were thinking the digits we were getting. I know as Manny was talking about going from 100,000 to 1 million, I was feeling the daggers coming into my back from all of my staff. But that aspirational goal of how do we get from an impressive number, folks, we all should be really proud of 96,000 plus in high quality career academies in the United States. That's a terrific number. Will it move the needle to where we need to go? And with this exponential growth that we feel, if it's not adequate, what are we going to do about it? Just keep on doing it? And what I've seen when I talk to you are two qualities that I think can offer the opportunity for us to actually consider being 1 million strong, not 100,000 or 200,000 strong. And it's the commitment to do a couple of things. One, keeping your head down on the things that matter. High quality opportunity to the full NAF design. Not part of it, all of it. But head up in terms of advocacy for your students, your community, and for the objectives of a more diverse, rich workplace for the future. So head down and head up all the time. When I look at the numbers, I get nervous. So we need to grow rapidly, but recently, and I'm sure you probably all saw this article as well, if you look at the employment numbers for last month, overall, the employment rate was relative to the overall population was just over 60%, which is actually down from 64.8% in early 2000. So we're stumbling, growing the wrong way. But you break down that rate against what we know about educational attainment. For individuals who have only a high school degree or diploma, that employment rate is 54.9%. For those with a bachelor's degree or higher, the employment rate jumps to 72.1%. This is not new information to anybody in this room. As educators, with that increased focus on graduation rate, without the connective tissue to what end, to what purpose, we don't get to the home run of making sure that we have young people with a future that is bright, a pathway that is clear, and something that allows them to have personal agency to get to where they want to go and where they deserve to go. Our future, not just NAF, our future as a country depends on a public-private partnership that fully embraces roles and allows each of us to step up and out from what we do day in and day out. And this is all of us. None of us can do it alone. When you saw Sandy talking yesterday with Diane from Summit Schools, that is not about a new thing over here. That is about the issue of how do we partner with other like-minded people who care about the future of education, who care about the future of our young people. Do we compete with each other? No. How do we lock arms and do more better with each other? Because we cannot do it alone. Our new strategic plan, which was embraced by the board of directors, as you know and you've heard, and this conference theme throughout, is doubling down on the power of the corporate connection with our young people, a paid internship, and what work-based learning can do for the future of not just education, but the young people and our communities and our economy. But besides just telling you need to do more of it, so right, we're growing our students and we're flatlined when it comes to actual internships. We're pretty steady. We're not growing. So what do we do about that? More students. Raise that number from 100,000 to 1 million, that percentage is going to drop way fast. If we don't do something different to actually say, it's not just a nice to have, it's a gotta have. Every young person deserves it, and we know it matters, and is a game changer for them. So our strategic plan was really thinking about how do we move that needle, besides just emphasizing it more. And you heard from Shatik a little bit about that in terms of new pieces of content that we want to offer up in terms of helping to underscore readiness. How do you get ready to have a winning internship? But we also believe that we have a role nationally to work in partnership with you and with companies to imagine the multiplier effect should we rethink what an internship looks like. Can we rethink oh, we got a great job for you. You can walk up and you've got one supervisor and one student and you've got 120 hours, go do good work and get an evaluation? Can we change that and rethink it as you saw in the video yesterday and bring 60 or 100 kids together for a real experience with multiple employers leaning in, offering projects and problems, and students having an opportunity to create solutions, and it is just as rich and just as powerful and just like what Robert Smith mentioned yesterday about his internship that he fought for and was tenacious about getting, where somebody gave him a problem and walked away, said, here are the resources, solve the problem. That learning experience of not telling you what to do, not showing you what to do, but being a resource and just giving you the problem, if we know nothing else, we know that our students are and have the solutions. It is not we who own that. They have those solutions. So how can we build a future-ready lab, as we're calling it, to think about a multiplier effect, a 10 times effect, to actually help in imagining getting to 100% paid internship, where we can imagine a future where an internship, a paid internship in high school, is a promise for every young person in public education in America tomorrow. How do we get there? So we can do this, but we can't do it alone. And I am the proudest of our alums because they are showing us the way and reinforcing every single day that doing it really matters. Doing it really does make a difference. But I'm also exceedingly proud of the number of companies who have stepped up and embraced the idea. For many, many years, companies have been screaming about the concern that they have around the talent shortfall in their companies, can't hire. And there are a couple ways you can do a problem. You can wait for somebody else to solve it, or you can try to solve it in partnership with others. And I am very proud of the companies that join NAF, the local advisory boards that support all of your work, who have said, we're in this together. This is not your problem to solve for me. This is our problem to help America and to help our young people. So I'm very proud of both the companies, the students, the teachers, people who really are willing to solve this problem and not just complain about how hard it is. So I just want to think from the bottom of my heart, and thank you to all of you. This is hard work. Your willingness to lean in on this and not say, Workforce development lives over here. I just live in my classroom and I teach. But the bringing together of that magic to the benefit of young people is hard work. None of us were trying to do this as we're envisioning it for the future. Your willingness to be here, to embrace it, and to lead this way. I love you, I love it, and I believe it will change the world. Thank you all very much.